Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Going to dive into Vechain once again. Thank you for your support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for your support across the board. The Telegram, the Patreon, the Twitter, the Instagram, the job lot. Sorry I've not made a Vechain video for a while. I've been on holiday. I think I made one whilst I was on holiday. I can't remember, but I've sort of, I will get round to doing them every day again. Back on board with Vechain because I've been working off my laptop, and as you can imagine, it's quite difficult. I'm still on my laptop. I'm waiting for my PC to be fixed. I've come back off holiday and my PC's broke. The hard drive's gone on it, so it needed upgrading anyway, so I'm just going to upgrade it. But yeah, anyway, enough spieling on. You don't want my life story, I'm boring you. Vechain's looking really well. I've noticed something here, okay? So basically, we've got our projections, which I will go through with you in a moment, and I'll dive a little bit deeper into the timeframes, but I just want to show you this that I've noticed, okay? So we're anticipating this correction here. This is a wave 4 correction, and this is the wave 2 correction. As you're fully aware, you got the wave 1 high, 2, 3, 4, elliott wave theory, okay? So just take a look at this, okay? So right now, just do this sort of trend line thing here. So we've got this top here, got this low, this top, this low, this top, this low, this sort of swing high and swing low. Look at that. So basically, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves basically from the top. Do you see that? 7 waves down, bottom found, bounced off the 55 EMA. Beautiful. Now let's take a look at this particular wave that we've gone through, this wave 4 pullback. Okay, so this is just a thought experiment for potentially confirmation that the bottom is in here for Vechain. So top, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Let's count those up, okay? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waves down. Found a low, basically a low, because look at the body of that candle just there, okay? This was an enormous capitulation event for crypto, not just Vechain, for crypto. So this low was a nasty wick down, but look at the level of support, okay? So this is actually, I know it's the wick, you count the wick, but this could be a higher low than this. But anyway, ignore that. It's still 7 waves down. 7 waves down, 7 waves down. Do you see this? Well, 7 waves, up, down, high, lows, lower highs, sorry, and lower lows, effectively. If you count that as a close just there, ignore the wick, you're still hitting lower lows. So effectively, you've got 7 waves down, 7 waves down, found a low, 7 waves down, found a low. Now, have we bottomed out here for Vechain? Potentially we have. There's one thing that I don't like, I'll be honest with you, is this particular signal just here. This is called a death cross, basically. It's not the most significant death cross that I'm looking for. It's a bit of a precursor of a sell and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid, but it can easily be reversed because it's only the 10 and the 20 EMA. It is a bit of a precursor though to potential that, if you do come up and you hit a level of resistance, this is where you could enter that bear market for Vechain. But personally, not financial advice, but I'm not anticipating this because I do think right here for Vechain we have got more upside, because I do think, and you're fully aware, that this is wave 1 high, okay, just there. This is your wave 2 pullback. This is your wave 3 high, and we've been trying to find the low here for Vechain in this market for the wave 4. So potentially, that wick was your low, but if you count that body close, potentially down here is your low, and you've come down and you've created right now the start and the formation of wave 5 up to our price prediction levels that we've got up there, wherever they are. I think the $1.50, isn't it? So this is what I'm seeing for Vechain so far. So far, so good. It is adhering to this structural support of elliott wave theory, and we're holding the 55 like a boss on the weekly. There is the one negative thing, obviously, is that, full transparent with you, I don't like this particular signal, but because it's only the 10 and 20, it can be invalidated relatively easy. You can see in this particular rollback just there where we did get the rejection just there. So essentially what we do need to see here for Vechain is get back above these EMAs. Now there is a pattern that's playing out that is really bullish. I'm going to show you this in a moment. But so far, I want to reassure you, so far we are not in a bear market. We've came down, we've held key levels of support. We're holding it like a boss here for Vechain, to be honest with you. We've started to right now form these higher lows. We are looking at a kind of recovery here, and potentially all you've got to see here for Vechain for confirmation is get back above these EMAs on the weekly, especially start to get back above that 20, the yellow line on the weekly, because just look at, you're in an uptrend basically. You're hugging the 55 on the weekly time frame. You've not fallen under it. You've not entered a downtrend or a bear market. There is a potential, you're fully aware, you could enter a bear market if you do start to see the level of rejection and a rollover and fall under the EMAs especially. This is where you can see that bear market, but so far we're not seeing that. Okay, if it does come, yeah, we'll scream bear market at you, but at the moment, no bear market here, I'm afraid. The consolidation, correction before continuation of the wave 5 and all those fib levels that we've laid down in previous charts before. So yeah, it's good, but what we do need to see, I'll keep reassuring you and keep reminding you, on the weekly time frame, you need to see yourself get back above this yellow line, which currently stands at 0.075 cents. You're currently priced in at 0.0877. So to get back above that, you do need to see Vechain push up almost 12%. Okay, but you're fully aware that can happen in a heartbeat. I'm right now going to jump into the charts to show you something that's really bullish for Vechain. Okay, so with Vechain on the daily, then there's all sorts going on here. Okay, you're fully aware we hit this level of resistance. We're resistance. We broke out of this level of resistance just here. Okay, this is good. The fact that we got this break, because you can see when you rolled over, you adhered to it as a level of support. You actually had a triple bottom down here. Okay, this wick is nasty. Okay, for me, this is a double bottom just there. Look at that, boom, boom, double bottom. Beautiful, beautiful level of support on this previous swing high. And like I said to you, if you was to see the capitulation, the rollover, I've given you breakdown targets, which is down here. Okay, at 0.034, which is the previous swing low, because this is what happens when you lose swing highs, you target swing lows. You're fully aware. So right now, for me, Vechain is bullish. You've broken out of a level of resistance, okay? There is, in actual fact, some kind of falling wedge just here. If you look at this for Vechain, this is some kind of falling wedge that you created. And obviously, as you're fully aware, when you break these falling wedges, it's more bias to the upside to come back up to where you form the wedge. So I would, expect Vechain to work its way back up to 23 cents to retest that as resistance, because this is what happens when you fall out of these particular patterns. Falling wedge, come back up eventually to where you form the wedge. Just like, when I was saying to you here, rising wedge, potentially you lost support. You don't get there overnight. You work your way towards retesting where you form the wedge. And that happened, okay? So right now, you have got a beautiful double bottom that's at play here. So I'm just going to drop this level of resistance in. Right now, let's get this to the absolute knob on for you, okay? So just there, you've got your close. Always go by the close, okay? So just there, you've got that level of resistance. And you can see that's where you're getting rejected at the moment with these wicks. But you're holding support of the 20 EMA and the 10 in a bullish cross on the daily. So if you continue to hold that and start to get back above this 55, this is where it's going to creep you up to test this level of resistance once more and hopefully potentially break it, because right here you've got a very bullish reversal pattern just there, which is a W double bottom. You see that? So with that, I'm seeing this across the board for a lot of projects on the daily, okay? They are coming up against it. I think Ethereum's already breaking out of one. I do need to do an Ethereum update for you. I will get that out ASAP, Rocky, okay? But right now, this level of resistance is paramount for Vechain, because if you do start to see Vechain come up and break that level of resistance on the daily, you formed a bullish cross on the 10 and 20, you're potentially coming up and hold it as support. You're going to start create the bullish cross on the daily, which is the buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid. When you get the yellow line go across the red line, which is the 10 over the 55, that's your buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid, because you can see they don't come around every day. And when they do come around after a correction, just here we've got this heinous correction just there, which I've spoken about so many times, the wave 2 pullback, finding a low, start to pick up, you're forming a bullish cross on like a precursor basically just there, like we are now, when the yellow line and the blue lines cross. That's a precursor, but the most bullish signal you can get on the daily is this particular level just there, where you start to get the yellow line cross the red line. That's your buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid. Again, not financial advice, but you can see the appreciation in that wave 3 high right there. So we're on the cusp of it. It's not happened yet, but potentially you can see that if you was to break this level of resistance right here of this W bottom and carry out that pattern, okay, I'm going to show you right now. This is where the target for this particular pattern is. It's from the neckline down to the low, which is there. And you can see that once you break that level of resistance just there, you've got a technical target of 12 cents, which would carry you up and create the bullish cross and the buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid. So again, not financial advice, but if you do start to see Vechain come up and break 0.908, you are looking at further upside just there of around about 32%. And with that, you have got the pattern that's in play. You've got the falling wedge just there. Look for Vechain, yeah, VET. Broken out of it, holding support, continuation, break resistance, you could be looking at full retracement to retest where you formed the wedge. Do you see that? So yeah, it's looking good, it's looking bullish, but you have got resistance up above. You're fully aware of that, and you do need to break those key levels of resistance for Vechain, because I'll tell you right now, if you was to continue up to that level just there, let's drop this in, you could be looking at a whopping upside here for Vechain. Break that level of resistance, confirming the reversal just here, you could be looking at 154% upside, and obviously the appreciation to the further projections up there for Vechain. And then this wave 4 is over and done with, and just like I've said to you, shown you in the earlier segment of the video, it's came down in 7 waves. Take care everyone, I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I do apologise for the delay in the updates on Vechain. Stay healthy, stay strong. Take care everyone, bye bye.